What's up, Scorpio? Welcome to your mid to end January 2020 reading. I hope you guys have been having a fantastic month. I hope you had a great holiday season and ready to make it a great new year. I will say I'm really excited for you guys. This is probably the best, if not one of the best readings I've done definitely this month and in a while. There's a lot of change going on with you guys. A lot of really positive change, and it really comes from, I think, at the end of the day, you guys just being like, you know what? Nope, I'm going to follow my heart. And I think that's the best thing that you guys can do for yourself right now. Before I get into this reading, I do want to say this message isn't going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your moon, your rising, and your sun, or I'm sorry, your moon, your rising, and your Venus signs. They might add more messages and all that, and if you are interested in a personal reading, you can reach out to me. My email is down below, okay? But let's get into this. I'm really excited and I don't want to lose the messages. Scorpio. So, okay. You guys, as your spirit animal this month, got the unicorn to guide you, which I love the unicorn. The unicorn obviously is a beautiful, magical, mystical creature who, at the very side of it, makes us question reality, right? Like it's debatable. Is the unicorn real? Is the unicorn not real? All this stuff, all these things that we think whenever we think of a unicorn. And I think right now what you guys are really doing is questioning your reality, the reality that you've built around you guys, and trying to figure out how to make it your own, right? I think right now for a lot of you Scorpios, your happiness is the most important thing, which is beautiful. I think a lot of you guys are really tapped into your intuition, which is really, really beautiful. And that's what the unicorn really talks about too, right? It's so closely connected to our third eye, right? That sixth chakra. So it's all about think about how the unicorn horn actually extends out from that area, right? So I think you guys are really using this ability that you guys naturally have so well. I mean, you guys are water signs, so you guys naturally super have it. But I think you guys are using it for the best things possible. And going back to those empowering questions cards, I pulled one and you guys got, what does happiness mean to me? I think you guys are really following that. I think you guys are really finding that. I think that your intuition is kind of helping you guide your way to that. I think that it's going to be a great tool for you guys to use and kind of check in with yourself. If you're not sure about what's going on around you, if you are feeling like you are kind of sinking and looking for answers, the best way to kind of decipher that is through your emotional well-being. How do you feel? How does this make you feel? How does this make you feel? How does this make you feel? Go with how you feel. And I know people say, well, that's kind of like, that's not grounded or whatever, but for you guys, that is the best possible thing you guys can do. You're super talented, and Scorpios are super hard workers, and it's like whatever you guys really put your mind to, you can succeed and do it well, right? But the things that you're the most passionate about, the things that really drive you, the things that make you feel good and really speak to your creativity, those are the things you guys are going to excel in, period, point blank. For a lot of you guys, that means dropping the things that maybe you've been working on for quite some time. You've got the 8 of Cups, which is the underlying energy, right? It's the unseen energy, the bottom of the deck energy. And 8 of Cups is very much that energy about, I've been trying at it. I've been trying to do something for a long time, putting in my time, my effort, my love into something. It hasn't quite worked out. And you know what? I'm fine with walking away. And for many of you, with this 2 of Swords being right underneath it, I think that it's been like almost like a mind fuck. Like you guys have been like, ugh, almost like kind of balancing out like what I want to do versus what I should do, right? Trying to go about things in a more practical sense, right? Because Swords is about logic and practicality. And you see how calm that water is behind her. So it implies that this isn't someone who's using a whole lot of like their emotions to make their decisions. They're more going by the logic of things, but that logic is also what has them stuck, right? And I think right now you guys are in a place of following your heart, and I think it's going to be amazing. Like I said, this is going to be a bomb-ass read, so just prepare, okay? You guys have 4 major arcana cards. You got Magician, Empress, Death, and Devil. Don't worry about that Devil. I'm not worried about it. And on top of that, you've got other magnificent cards: King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles. I mean, things are really, 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 really balancing out. And like I said, I think this has to do with you guys following your heart, following your passions, right? See how this person has on this red robe. Red is connected to that root chakra, the grounding, but it's also connected to passion. You guys following your passion, you guys following your heart, this is going to lead you to that space. And I think for a lot of you guys, that is what you've been kind of having a hard time with these last couple months, like really figuring out like your purpose, right? And for a lot of you guys, this is leading you to something that's really, really beautiful. I think a lot of you guys are starting to feel like yourselves again. King of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Four of Wands. And I love that we started with King of Cups, right? That's your energy. That's water energy. That's being emotionally stable, emotionally intelligent, being able to ride the wave, right? Really trusting your intuition. Again, the King of Cups is super intuitive too. All cup cards are. So that's really going to guide you. And whenever we talk about King of Cups, he's the most elevated of the suit. So I think you guys are in a really good place about, or not about, but when it comes to how you feel about situations, how to go about situations. Some of you guys, this involves your work, right? Some of you guys, again, if you've been trying to put in work in things that maybe weren't so closely heart connected to, and this has inspired you to, no, I'm gonna dust off that camera and start taking pictures again. I'm going to buy some canvases and get back into my art. I'm going to go to the studio and start recording some shit again. I'm going to, a lot of you guys, even your health. I feel like there's a lot of goals being made, and not even on some like, oh, it's a new year shit. No, this feels like lifestyle change, but all like for the better. A lot of you guys are going very organic, going very clean. Yes. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is clarifying the King of Cups. This is time. Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, Knight of Cups. There could be some love coming in as well. That's exciting. But the Wheel of Fortune always spins in our favor, right? This is the karmic wheel of things going favorably for us. I think that for a lot of you guys, work is doing well. But again, see how he's doing independent work? It's really interesting. It's like he's staying in his own lane. He's working on the things that he really loves. And you notice how on the tree, there's 6 pentacles that are here. He's working on one, and then there's one on the floor, right? It's interesting because you have the 6 of Pentacles right underneath this card too, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I feel like you guys are doing really good work. I feel like this mostly involves like your mental. It's going really good. And I think this is from, you know, I don't know that I could say the same thing about you guys a couple months ago. I think a lot of you guys are really in a lost place. But I think that it's just kind of like you've come to this decision of, you know, I have to live in my truth. And I'm looking at all this blue in the King of Cups and in the 8 of Pentacles, right? And even in the 8 of Cups. And truth, well, that too, but blue is very much connected to truth. It's very much connected to that throat chakra, right? Of speaking your truth, right? So I just see really good things coming from you guys. Good work, good money building, which is really, really good. Again, some of you guys may be moving. Some of you guys are celebrating new relationships that are really healthy for you. Yes, 8 of Wands. Some of you guys are going to be having some travel opportunities coming up. I think you're going to be having a lot of things coming in your face very quickly once you follow what it is that you want to do. Once you take that leap of faith, Fool card, right? The Fool card is all about new beginnings, which the Wheel of Fortune is all about new beginnings too, right? Because it's all about old cycles closing out and new ones beginning. But the thing that sets apart the Fool card from everything else is the fact that the Fool card involves taking a risk. It has to come from a place where we're taking a leap of faith, where you're just kind of like really flexing that divine faith, right? A lot of you guys are having a lot to celebrate at this time. Now, I may have not said it since this is coming out so late. Think of this as flowing into like your February, okay? And then I will obviously give you guys a February reading as well. But I think that you guys are going to have a lot to celebrate. Some of you guys, there's new connections in love, which is really, really exciting. This is about you guys coming together, especially if you, Scorpio, maybe Venus is. I'm a Scorpio Venus. So, really, really beautiful. I think you guys are going to have a great end of this month going into February. Valentine's Day for a lot of you is probably going to look really, really cute. There's going to be a lot to celebrate, a lot of joy, a lot of people in your space that that you really vibe with, right? But overall, it's like, I feel like your connections with people are going to be good. I feel like your connections to work are going to be good. And I think this has to do with a lot of you guys stepping out on faith and just being like, you know what? No, I love music. I've always loved music. I've always known I want to do something this. I don't know why the fuck I'm working at this damn call center or something. You know what I mean? And I think you guys are just really betting on yourselves right now. And even though it is scary, it feels really, really good. Okay. Now, next row, we've got the Magician. We've got the Six of Pentacles and we got the Death card. Love it. Death card. That's your energy, transformations all over the place, right? Really, really good. Again, a lot of you guys, I feel like, not only are you guys feeling happy with like the work that you're doing, all this, I think that you guys, your mental health, I think your physical health, all of that is really coming together. And again, this is because you guys dropped something that just, it's like, I feel like you guys almost had a ping pong game going back and forth in your head, something that just had you stuck. And it's almost like you guys felt like you had to be out of duty or out of what made sense or whatever, but that's not how you guys roll. That's not how you flow. That's not what feels good, right? And now that you guys are going for what feels good, I think you're opening up the door for way more opportunity. And I think you guys are connecting with people who are able to give you more opportunity. Yes. Page of Pentacles is clarifying the Magician card. The Magician card is actually what is in your environment. So this could be a person or a situation, but I will say there's opportunities. Whatever it is that you guys want right now. You want love? Fine. You want money? Go for it. You know, you want better communication, you want travel, you want whatever you want. The Magician gets whatever he wants, and it's because he has the confidence to do so. This being an external energy, I feel like, again, these are opportunities coming your way, but also you may be connecting to someone, especially if they've got a lot of Virgo or Gemini in their chart, right? This is a very Mercury kind of energy. But I feel like you guys have some really dynamic things and people in your space that are going to help you get to the next level. Maybe even show you new things. Princess of Pentacles, which is also the Page of Pentacles, right? Pages come, we're on the cusp of something new. There is something new walking into your life that is going to be so good in terms of your stability. This could be as far as your money. This could be you guys landing yourselves in a beautiful relationship that's like for real, right? Try not to be controlling too much. Try not to dismiss someone before you know what's up. Give everybody a fair shot right now because I feel like you guys are really protected and guided and there's some beautiful things in your way. The Fool card is showing itself again, right? New beginnings. A lot of you guys, this has to do with new beginnings in love. Yes. So exciting. Okay, Six of Pentacles. That's all about the balance. Six is the perfect number of balance. Right? I think money's going to be looking really good. Again, if those of you guys who've been struggling with finances, you're coming into a place where you're going to be balancing yourself out. And it may be a little bit of a struggle at first because I feel like you guys, a lot of you guys are trying something new or going about something that you've been doing, but doing it in a different way, right? But it's funny as I'm saying that the Seven of Pentacles comes out, but I think it's good. I think it's good for you. I think it's good for you guys to right now be open-minded, right? Be open-minded with the people that you work with. Be open-minded with the things that you're doing. Allow your feelings and your creativity to flow. Ace of Cups, right? Things are going to balance out. Again, even if you're not sure, right? Because I'm looking at that moon that's sitting on the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles energy it's kind of an unsure energy because it's like you're planting seed into something. You don't really know how it's going to turn out, but you're hoping for the best. Do it. And if it's resonating, you already know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like, do it. Go for it. Things are balancing out. This is good. You are in the middle of a beautiful transformation, right? Things for a lot of you Scorpios are going to be looking a lot different come, say, March, April, right? In the best way possible. Because all the things that needed to die out in your life, right? The people, the circumstances, the jobs, certain relationships, all those things that need to die out, they're going to die out. Which is really, really good because then it creates this space for a rebirth, for new things, new beautiful things to sprout, right? I love it. Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Ten of Swords at the bottom. Ace of Swords. I don't know if you guys are connected to air right now. Some of you guys who might be connected to, and not just any air, this is someone who is not evolved completely. This is someone who's honest, but honest to a point where it could hurt your feelings. Might put their foot in their mouth a lot. Someone who could have hurt you in the past. Ten of Swords, right? That's ending. That's one thing I can say. If there's a relationship with someone in your life who kind of fits those circumstances, whether they're air sign or not, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, whether they are one of those or not, it feels like whatever was in your life that was cutting, whatever was in your life that was causing more damage than hurt, whether this is bad habits, your thought patterns, certain people, whatever, it's all dying out. And then what you've got left, right? You've got that Empress card. You've got the Three of Pentacles, and you've got the Devil. Now, these are all like added messages cards that I like to pull. Again, this is a time for you guys can manifest the hell out of whatever you want, right? You got the Magician and you got the Empress, both great manifestors. Empress, she just sits there looking pretty and things come to her. This is very much about knowing and having the confidence to do what it is that you want to do, and all that creativity, right? That's all connected to the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. So, big ego boost, like in a good way. Good, you guys finding your creativity, finding who you are, even sexually. Things are really looking good. Fertility, whether it be of a baby or like just new ideas that are just going to flourish, right? Look at how she's just literally surrounded by all this green and all this, you know, all this green. Like she's abundant, and you guys are definitely stepping into that. Again, I want you guys to be very open-minded right now at this time. Don't put limits on your creativity. Don't put limits on things that you guys are trying to do, right? Because things might be coming into your space that are like opportunities might be coming to your space, or things that you didn't think about, things that maybe you didn't consider, but it could be very, very good for you. Very, very good for you. And I think this is a really good time of you guys getting out and meeting new people who share the same interests and who will connect you to more people. I think that's a big thing for you guys right now too, right? Three of Wands. This is the waiting time. Hanged Woman. Yes. So a lot of you guys, whatever it is that you've gone through in the past, whether it's the relationships, whether it's the work experiences that maybe didn't go so great, it was so vital and so important that you did for your own growth, right? You guys had to learn how to see things from a different perspective. You had to learn how to have compassion for people who maybe you felt like didn't deserve it all the time. You had to, I mean, there's just so much good that came from it, and you will see as these months keep going. But Scorpio, like this is such a good reading. Like this is such a good, I want to be a Scorpio fully. Well, I'm kind of a Scorpio, so I'm a Libra Scorp. I'm claiming it this month. This is you guys being in a really good place. Now, I do want you guys to watch your control issues, right? One thing about Scorpio, you guys can be, and it's weird because you're not controlling in like the traditional sense, but if someone doesn't do what you think they should do, you guys can very much just be like, and be done, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But just watch that. Just see how having a little bit more compassion and empathy for people, how that even changes things around. Also, again, I think this is a time where a lot of you guys are really making some serious lifestyle changes. So this is like maybe fitness goals, eating right. But again, this doesn't feel like it's just like, you're doing like a 30-day challenge. Like this feels like you guys are really changing something for the better, right? And it's going to give you more energy, which is really great in terms of your creativity, which ultimately you guys will be becoming more abundant from it. Ten of Pentacles again. Now you got this Princess of Swords popping out. I don't know. I just feel like, especially for those of you guys who are dealing with the air sign who maybe was not the best, I feel like they're trying to, I mean, to be quite honest, everybody wants a piece of you, right? because you're just walking around with that light. King of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody air in you guys' space that, I don't know. I don't know if they're extending themselves to you. For some of you guys, it feels like that. But some of you guys, it feels like this is someone that you, at this time, they're part of like the things that you're walking away from. That's for the better. Because you may have felt like they were manipulative or just shady in some type of way. And for some of you guys, I think you can be cool, but I think there's like minimal, very minimal communication interaction with them. I think that's for the best right now. Okay. So you guys have courage to ask for and accept help. Okay. It says asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Again, I do feel like you guys have opportunities that are going to be coming to you, right? Could be with a Virgo, could be with a Gemini, could be with anybody. There's opportunities coming for you that are going to be so good for you guys. And it's going to be really planting that great seed that you want. Some of this is in love. Some of this is in money. Okay. And then you guys got let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Okay. So while you guys are out there dating, especially if you're single, just have fun with it. It's okay. You don't got to control it. Everything's fine. Like you guys are riding high. You guys are full on unicorn energy. Like, girl, boy, it's all good. I love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Scorpio.